What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl, Tyler Natural, and today we are going to be talking about 5 ways to have great hair care. So make sure y'all got y'all pen and y'all paper so that y'all can take these notes so that we can all have healthy, beautiful, textured hair. So I hope y'all are doing well today on this Saturday. Your girl is a little late today, jumping on live. I got my little cap on because I was washing my hair. So, it'd be wash day. Let me um, let me go ahead and start my IG because I have not started that yet. So let me start that right now. Y'all, I had to give a couple poses because it doesn't like when I pose for some reason. But happy Saturday, everyone. It's your girl, Tyda Natural, your favorite global natural hair coach. And I inspire, I empower, and I educate all my beautiful girlfriends so that they can have healthy, beautiful hair. So, on today, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to have great hair care. And I already got my YouTube up and going. So, we're about to dig into these tips. I promise to look at y'all more today, YouTube. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess, guys. All right. So if you're watching the replay, please comment replay. Let your girl know that you are here so I can thank you guys for being in the room. Hey, the queen in you. Hey sis, how are you today? It was so nice meeting you today. Hi, realign by design. Why I act like I can't say that word? How are you tonight? Happy Saturday to everyone. Hi, Girl Boss Nutrition. I haven't seen you in a while, sis. How are you doing? I need to go to your page. I have not been seeing your content, sis. Um, hey. How are you? Yes, likewise. I'm so glad we met. So today I'm just sharing 5 tips on how to have great hair care. And I do have my YouTube going as well. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at YouTube or my notes so I can stay on track because y'all, I'll go squirrel and forget. So let's get into our first tip. So one of the main ones that we should be doing to have good hair care or to have great hair care is moisturizing our hair because textured hair is so dry, so prone to dryness that we need to make sure that we are properly moisturizing our hair and your hair is going to appreciate it. Um, by ultimately not being dry because dry hair causes breakage. So make sure you're drinking enough water because that also helps with the moisture. We want to make sure that our body is moisturized, well, not moisturized, but hydrated inside just as well as the outside. Okay, so our number 2 tip is going to be protective styling. And protective styling is a great way to take a break, maybe from your curls. However, it's not going to take away the day-to-day maintenance because you still have to maintenance your hair when you have it in protective styles as well, such as like braids or twists. Because if you don't, y'all will develop lint balls, shedding of hair, breakage, and you do not want that. Trust me, I dealt with that a lot of times. I used to get my hair in protective styles all the time, and I never moisturized my hair ever. And I wonder why my hair never grew. My hair never grew. If anything, the hair that did grow, it was collected in knot balls. And when I took the braids out, it was just coming out with the braids, with the extension hair. So it was horrible. So just avoid, not feeding your scalp and your hair moisture because it's going to defeat the purpose of the protective style. All right, guys. Also, protective styles is a great way to protect our ends. So when you protect your ends of your hair, that helps with length retention, which is how we see our length and which is how, we know our hair is growing. Hey, Invite Style, how are you today? Happy Saturday. So I'm just discussing 5 ways to have great hair care, and we're on number 3 now. So number 3 is going to be, make sure when you apply your moisture or your leave-in conditioner, you're always sealing in the moisture. Why? Because some people feel like just because they added a moisturizer or a leave-in conditioner, that their hair is going to remain moisturized. That's not true. You can't just add moisturizers or leave-ins and then go about your day and think that the moisture is going to stay in your hair, because it's not. You have to properly seal in the moisture. So that will be with the LOC method or with the LCO method, which is the L is liquid, the O is oil, and the C is cream, which can also be your styler. Or if you did the LCO, you're just basically switching the terms up. So it's just liquid or water, cream, and then your oil for the second method. So just make sure that you are sealing in the moisture, because I do hear a lot of times from people that they deal with a lot of dryness, but a lot of times they're just adding the moisturizer or the leave-in and then they're not sealing in the moisture. So if you don't seal in the moisture that you just added into your hair is going to evaporate out of your hair strands if you don't seal it in. The whole point of sealing is to create a barrier so that the moisture doesn't seep out. So I hope that makes sense, guys. So sealing in the moisture helps slow down the process of evaporation of moisture. So the number 4 tip is going to be deep conditioning. So we want to make sure that we are deep conditioning our hair at least 1 or 2 times a month. For me, I deep condition my hair 4 times a month. For me, I have low porosity, and low porosity needs heat in order to open the cuticles to absorb the moisture. So I cannot go without washing my hair without deep conditioning. I have to deep condition my hair. My hair loves deep conditioning, so I have to do things that my hair loves, right? So that's what I do. And when you deep condition, that's also adding condition. It's also conditioning the hair, and it's also let me put this link down here. Sorry, guys, I forgot to put this in here. Okay, so when you deep condition your hair, it's adding condition. It's basically conditioning your hair, and it's providing our hair moisture and strength. Now there are I haven't seen a deep conditioner yet that has the moisture and the protein in it yet, but I'm still on the lookout for one. May just create one. And because technically I do at home when I make my own hair mask, I add the protein and the moisture into the mask. So I'm getting them both at the same time. Because otherwise you'll be like alternating between weeks. Like 1 week it'll be moisture, 1 week it'll be protein. That's how you build your hair regimen, which I talk about in my book that I have pinned down below. So was there any questions on any of those, guys, on those 4 tips? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see your question, the queen I am, or the queen in you. I'm sorry. What do you think of rice water? I think it depends on the person, love. Me personally, I love rice water. It stinks. It smells like monkey juice, but you need essential oils, sis. Let me tell you, you need essential oils because rice water be funky, especially if you ferment it, meaning that you let it sit at least 24 hours or let it sit for a week. I was letting mine sit for like a week, and then it develops a real white, milky color. And child, that stuff be funky. Don't let it get on your clothes. Do not let it get on your clothes, girl. So if you going somewhere, you better make sure you put that stuff on before you get dressed. But I highly recommend that you get some essential oils like lavender, mint, peppermint, rosemary, things like that to help with the smell. And then if you want to make it like the gal women, you can add orange pills or lemon pills into the rice water, and that will help the smell as well. But I still added in the essential oils as well. I'm for real. I'm telling you, when I first started using it and my husband didn't know what that was, he was like, "What is that smell?" I was like, "It's rice water." He was like, "That stink." What it I'm like, "It's just rice water. Calm down." But child, that stuff stank. I'm telling you, it stink. Okay, so let's get into the last tip. The last tip, guys, is going to be low manipulation. So we have to have low manipulation when we're dealing with textured hair. Our hair does not like to be touched. It does not like to be worked with all the time. So any constant brushing, any constant combing is not good. And this is for men too. You should not be constantly brushing your hair. I know y'all be wanting them waves and y'all constantly brushing that. And then if the brush is too hard, hey Cookie, aka QS Creation, how are you, sis? Thanks for popping in. Just discussing 5 tips to have great hair care. And the 5th one is low manipulation. So you want to avoid constantly combing. Me personally, I don't really comb my hair at all. My fingers is my comb. Ditto, back to you, my beautiful sis. Thank you. And then you want to make sure that you're using the proper tools, meaning hair tools, which your girl about to have them on board because I'm about to get my samples for my hair care tools so I can sell you guys the proper tools because the store don't be having them. The store don't have the proper tools. Combing and brushing as well. You want to avoid brushing all the time. I know we were told as little kids, if we brush 100 times a day, our hair will grow real long. That's a lie. It's a myth. It's not true. And it can damage your hair and, cause it to break, So don't do that. Less is more. So those are my 5 tips. So I'll just go over them again. So the first one was moisturizing your hair. The second one was protective styling. Yeah, because the bristles, like if you're going to brush your hair, the bristles need to be soft. You know how you guys like them hard bristles so you can get them waves popping. You can't do that. It's damaging. It's too abrasive on the hair strands in the scalp. So you want to use something more that's more soft. You know what I mean? Brush and cray. Hair on the floor. Okay. Brush all of that mess out. I'm telling you. Because our hair is so fragile. People tend to think that our hair is strong because, coarse hair can seem like it's strong. Hey, Brock Life. How are you today, King? Thank you for popping in. We're just talking about brushing. So you came in at a good time because I was telling them how men shouldn't be using them hard bristle brushes to brush their hair. You should be using more of like soft bristles because that's going to be less tension on the hair strands and your scalp. And then y'all, don't be using that grease from the store either. I know men use grease on their hair and then they be brushing, trying to, get them waves fleeking. But the grease at the store is no good. And it's mainly made with petroleum or mineral oils. And those aren't good for our hair. All those do is block our follicles. And if your follicles are blocked, you're not going to grow any healthy hair. So make sure that y'all not using that. We definitely got to develop something for the guys because I know y'all be using grease and stuff, but we got to have something different for y'all because that stuff ain't good. And that could be also a reason why guys lose their hair because they're not getting, their scalp's not open. It's not like a clean scalp because it's clogged with product, So my third one was, hey, my witness, you still up, sis? Hey, girl, how are you today? Thanks for popping in. So my third tip was sealing in the moisture because a lot of people think they can just, I put a leave-in in and my hair is still dry. Or, I put a moisturizer in, but my hair is still dry. Yep, the foods The food, yep. And if your zinc is low in men, that's another reason why men lose hair. The zinc level is low. Also, the iron level. In my book down here that I got pinned, I tell you guys the amount of iron that men need and women need based off the age levels. So if you guys need that information, it is in the book. Um, Hey, sis. Hey. So, the fourth tip is deep conditioning. You always want to deep condition your hair at least once or twice a month. Me, it's 4 times a month. I will not go without washing my hair and deep conditioning. I have to have that moisture back in my strands. It's imperative. And I'm so sorry, YouTube. I've been like 5 minutes not even looking at you guys. So I apologize. Please forgive me. So, and my last tip is going to be low manipulation. We want to make sure that we are touching our hair as less as possible because we don't want to cause any extra breakage, tension, or splitting of the hair. Hey, love, I'm well, working on a few things. How are you? I am doing good, sis. Just being obedient. Because at first the little thoughts was trying to creep up in my head, like, yeah, maybe you don't even need to go. You ain't even posted today. It's late. It's past 2 o'clock. You haven't went live yet. And I was like, no, I'm going live. I made a commitment to myself to go live to give the people, this knowledge. And God told me to be obedient. He said I'm on the right track and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm just proud of myself for getting on here. No matter how late it is, I'm still on here delivering value. So, did you guys have any questions for me? Thanks for dropping dime. Salute. You so welcome, King. You are so welcome. No problem at all. I'm glad that you enjoyed these tips. Hey, Trina. How are you, sis? Yes, ma'am. Yes, just being obedient. Just being obedient. So I'm going to get off of YouTube. If you guys did enjoy this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you have not already, make sure you subscribe. Let's keep growing this channel. And I'm going to see y'all on my next video, which is dropping tonight. All right? Peace.